Top 10 things you should not do in the Grand Canyon. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. The Grand Canyon truly is a bucket list destination, and no one can prepare for just how grand this place really is. The views here are staggering, and we can't imagine anyone visiting and not being completely wowed by it. However, being prepared can make a massive difference to how much you enjoy your trip to the Grand Canyon. After all, this is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world, so a little planning can go a long way. 1. Visiting in the summer. In general, summer is the worst time to visit the Grand Canyon. The heat and the crowds make it a pretty challenging time to visit, and anything but a cursory look at a few viewpoints will feel a lot harder than at other times of year. The crowds are so big that the chance of parking in the park itself are slim to none. That means you will have to queue to get the shuttle bus. The heat makes any hiking exhausting. We don't recommend even attempting the stunning Bright Angel or South Kaibab Trail in the summer unless you are going very early. Even then, the park recommends turning around early so that you don't suffer heat exhaustion. 2. Riding off the winter. Following on from the point above, winter in the Grand Canyon can be a magical time of year to visit. The snow on the top of the mesas makes for a spectacular sight, and the crowds are at their lowest at this time of year. Not only does this mean you won't have to struggle as much to park, but you can get reservations at the historic accommodation along the rim for an affordable price and at much shorter notice. It can get cold, but it isn't too bad, and it's pretty warm compared to the northern states. It's also a great time of year to hike below the rim, as the temperatures are pleasant, not too hot, not too cold. Just make sure you pack the right gear. We started our walk with yak tracks on to help with the snow and ice, and ended in a t-shirt and wishing we brought shorts. 3. Not realizing the North Rim is shut for half the year. Due to heavy snowfall, the North Rim of the Grand Canyon is generally only open between 15 May and 15 October. It sits at a much higher elevation than the South Rim, which is open all year round. If you had your heart set on visiting both rims, then you need to plan your trip around the 5 months of the year that both rims are accessible. 4. Not arriving early enough. Arriving early at any time of year makes a big difference. Come at midday, and the majority of parking spaces are gone. This is particularly true in the summer, and there's nothing worse than driving for hours to sit in a queue when you're so close. It may be painful, but if you get up really early, you'll miss the majority of the queues and the park is more enjoyable. If you really can't face an early start, then park outside the park boundary and get the shuttle. This way, you can avoid the traffic jams, but you'll still have to queue for the bus. 5. Only going to a couple of viewpoints and then leaving. The viewpoints are absolutely staggering at the Grand Canyon, but you don't really get a feel for the place by just seeing a couple and moving on. We'd recommend spending at least one night in the area to really soak up the beauty of the place. Catching a sunrise or sunset here is something you'll never forget. 6. Not hiking below the rim. Even if you are not an avid hiker, the trails below the South Rim are out of this world and worth making the effort for. The views are completely different to those at the top of the rim. Instead of looking down into the canyon, it looms over you, and it's a truly mesmerizing sight. If you aren't a massive hiker, you really don't have to go far to get some feel for being inside the canyon. Even going half a mile each way will give you a taste of it. The two best hikes are the Bright Angel and South Kaibab trails. Both offer stunning views from just below the rim and allow you to truly take in the enormous scale of the Grand Canyon. They are two of the best day hikes we've done in the world, so don't miss out. 7. But believing you can hike to the bottom and back in a day. So you can walk down to the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon and back in a day, but we don't recommend it unless you are a Navy SEAL and crazily fit. You can do a loop by combining the South Kaibab and Bright Angel Trail, but they are so steep that it even hurts a bit on the way down. On the way back, it's quite a slog, so put them together in the same day, and it's a punishing affair, especially if you are doing this any time of year other than winter. However, this doesn't mean you can't see the best of these trails in a day. You don't have to go all the way to the river to see some unforgettable scenery as the views from Cedar Ridge Skeleton Point on the South Kaiba Trail and Indian Garden on the Bright Angel Trail are spectacular. 8. Giving up on booking Phantom Ranch. Staying at Phantom Ranch is a truly special experience. This rustic lodge at the bottom of the Grand Canyon only accepts a limited number of campers and hikers each night, and the spots sell lightning fast. Most go on a lottery system. However, don't give up. Cancellations are fairly common, so you need to keep checking. We checked every day for months and managed to get a cancellation a week before we were due to arrive. The effort is worthwhile, as staying at the bottom of the Grand Canyon is an experience that few people get the chance to do. Checking the website so often felt futile for a while, but we were so glad we never gave up. 9. Leaving it too late to book accommodation. It's a no-brainer, but accommodation goes quickly at the Grand Canyon, and if you leave it too late, you'll find yourself spending most of the day in the car. The accommodation options near the South Rim are pretty limited and sell out quickly, so plan ahead if you don't want to be staying in Flagstaff or Williams. We've stayed in 3 lodges at the canyon, and at both Williams and Flagstaff. Yes, we really did love the Grand Canyon that much, so we give you the full lowdown on what each option is like in our guide to the best places to stay at the South Rim of the Grand Canyon. 10. Not having the right gear for hiking. The conditions for hiking the Grand Canyon can be extreme, from snow and ice in the winter to scorching heat in the summer. This means that if you plan on hiking, you'll need the right gear. Plenty of water is a must, as there are few places to fill up the Bright Angel Trail and nowhere on the South Kaiba. You will want to bring a lot in the summer, as there is no shade, and the exposure and heat will be very dehydrating. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching.